So, you've decided to start investing or trading, and the first thing everyone tells you, pick a licensed broker. You've done your homework, you're not completely new to this. If they have a license, someone's keeping an eye on them. Makes sense, right? Now, picture this. You walk into a restaurant. There's a health inspection certificate hanging right by the door. Does that mean the food will taste good? That the portions will be fair? That they won't quietly add things to your bill at the end? This is Forex Roasted. I'm Dave, and this is where we dig into the real facts behind trading and tell you the truth, even when it's not what you want to hear. Today, we're talking about why having a broker license is a good sign, but nowhere near as safe as people think. We looked at 50 regulated brokers and found that 34% of them use practices that can seriously hurt your wallet while staying completely within the law. And we're not talking about shady backroom operations with zero paperwork. Many of these brokers had active licenses, big regulator names on their websites, and clean professional logos. Everything looked perfect on the surface. We're going to walk you through the expensive mistakes a lot of new traders make, and more importantly, what you should actually be looking at before you send your money anywhere. Let's get into it. The license trap. First, here's the thing most people get wrong. They split brokers into two boxes. Has a license? Good broker. No license? Bad broker. Unfortunately, real life is a lot messier than that. A license is not a quality stamp. It's not a promise of honesty. It's not even a promise of decent service. At its core, a license means one thing. The company met a certain minimum set of requirements. Think of it like a driver's license. Having that little card in your wallet doesn't make you a good driver. It just means that you're legally allowed to be on the road. Brokers work the same way. And here is where it gets interesting, because not all licenses are created equal. The regulation trick that nobody talks about. Most traders have never heard of regulatory tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Sounds dry and boring, but this is exactly where one of the industry's biggest tricks hides. Picture two brokers. Both of their websites say, "We are a fully regulated company." Both have a license. One holds an FCA license from the UK. The other holds a license from an offshore regulator based in Mauritius. To the average person, that looks identical. A license is a license. Dig a little deeper and the difference is massive. The FCA has serious capital requirements, tight ongoing supervision, and actual compensation schemes that protect clients if things go wrong. Many offshore regulators have requirements that are a fraction of that, and in a lot of cases, there's no compensation fund at all. But the marketing hides all of that because the word regulated on a website looks exactly the same, whether it's the FCA or a tiny island regulator nobody's ever heard of. This is why a lot of brokers play what you could call regulatory arbitrage. Get an easy license in a soft jurisdiction, then advertise themselves as a fully regulated company. Technically true, but the client has no idea what level of protection they're actually getting. Even when the license checks out, that still doesn't mean the broker will be good for your wallet, because there are completely legal ways to take far more from traders than they ever expected. You can find specific cases with numbers and company names on the Forex Roasted website. Go check out how brokers use legal loopholes to squeeze their clients. Here's the short version. The most popular example, zero commission. Sounds amazing, right? Who wouldn't want to trade for free? That's exactly the point. The problem is that commission is not the only way a broker makes money. Say, one broker charges a clear, upfront commission of a few dollars per trade. Another says no commission at all, but silently, that second broker widens the spread, the gap between the buy price and the sell price. By the end, the zero commission broker has actually cost you several times more. Psychologically, hidden costs feel easier to swallow than a clearly labeled fee. A lot of companies know this and how to use it. Then there are the bonuses. 100% deposit bonus, 50% bonus, 200%. It looks like the broker is just giving you free money. And right at that moment, most people stop thinking critically because free money feels like free money. But then comes the fine print, usually buried somewhere deep in the terms and conditions. Dozens of pages that nobody reads. To actually withdraw your money, you often need to hit a specific trading volume first. Technically, it's all disclosed. Nobody hid anything, but let's be honest, most clients never open those documents. That's why bonuses aren't a gift. They're a leash that keeps you inside the system. And there's an even nastier version of this. You think you're opening an account with a well-known brand. The website shows a serious license. Everything looks solid, but buried in the actual paperwork is a different legal entity, a subsidiary registered in an offshore jurisdiction. You think you have one level of protection. What you actually have is something completely different. This is why experienced traders always check not just the broker's brand name, but the specific legal entity they're actually signing a contract with. Now, how can I protect myself, you may ask? All right, here's the important takeaway from all of this. A license is not protection. It's a starting point, but the most basic filter, nothing more. So asking, does this broker have a license, is not the question that keeps your money safe. The real questions are, which specific license? Which regulator? Which jurisdiction? Any history of fines? How fast are withdrawals processed? What are the real trading costs? Are there any hidden fees? What are the actual bonus terms? Those are the questions that actually do something. The quick checklist before you send money to any broker. Check the regulator name and license number. Don't just take their word for it. Find out exactly which legal entity will be holding your account. Look into the company's history and any regulatory fines. Read the bonus terms before you accept anything. Compare real spreads, not just the advertised commissions. Test a small withdrawal amount before putting in serious money. Because the most dangerous and expensive mistake you can make in financial markets isn't thinking this might be a scam, it's thinking they have a license, so I don't need to check anything else. That feeling of false safety is exactly what a lot of companies build their most profitable and completely legal business models on. So check the facts, read the terms. A license is a good start, but your money only stays safe where blind trust ends. Of course, head over to our website, forexroasted.com. There you will find open, publicly available information on dozens of brokers, trading robots, and even more, their performance, their reliability, honest, unbiased reviews built on real numbers and facts. We test with our own money so you don't have to risk yours. See you next time on forexroasted.com. I'm Dave. Bye-bye.